Angie Lustrick, and I'm here to show you a nice healthy dessert. So healthy desserts are needed for like the holidays, special birthdays, when friends come over and you need to serve them something healthy or you want us to serve them something fun. This is one of my favorite little snap tricks that I want to share with you. So what it is I start with these things called paleo wraps. Paleo wraps, you can usually find them at a health food store. You can Google these. I think it's the julianbakery.com. And what I like about them is that they're gluten-free, they're very healthy, they're non-genetically modified. They're just made out of coconut meat and coconut water. So they're very easy. You can use these things to make burritos, you can make sandwiches, you can make desserts. I like to make egg wraps with them. You can freeze them, you can leave them in the fridge, they can stay out, you can put them in the cabinet, but they're individually wrapped. And what they do look like is they're like a tortilla. So they flex and move, but they're really got a lot of flavor to them. So they hold liquids real well, like if you had a wet burrito or something, they hold the moisture, you can wrap them up. So for dessert, I use them to make these healthy little wraps. So for friends that come over, what I do is I grab some frozen berries. I always have these in the freezer. And so that way they're always available to me, so I'm never caught off guard. So again, I'm using all organic products because the benefit of organic is it doesn't have any pesticides, any weird products they added to it. It's free of any toxins that they put in the soils. It's grown the most humane way that we know, other than biodynamic farming. So here we have a non-genetically modified, you look for this symbol, it's a USDA organic, and I buy all my foods that way. And so I get some little fun bowls, and what you do is you just pour these berries in a bowl. So this makes it fun for kids, adults too, we just don't like to admit it. And we get some, I had bought some peaches, so you can choose any fruit you like. You just let them thaw out a little bit. I like them kind of cold. Another option is if it's a really cold night and you don't want cold fruit, I take these and I'll put them on the stove, warm it with a little butter, and they become a warm dessert. So you can do it hot or cold. So in the winter, it's better probably to warm them. In the summer, it's better to keep them nice and chilled. It's up to you. I guess it depends on what mood you're in. I like these particular bags too because they're Ziploc and then you can close them if you don't use them. And you just pour these in the bag so it makes a nice little fun little display. You can do a whole bunch of these. You can put puddings and custards as well in them. They make them nice for the wrap. So basically, you have a bunch of plates out for your guests. You put out a bunch of these little containers with a bunch of different fruits or puddings. And then I also like to put out a little bit of jam. This is an organic super fruit spread, a little bit of honey. And I also use this cacao bliss. This is a fabulous dessert. This can be melted too, or used as a hard spread. And then I'll top it off with a little bit of Cool Whip, or what I use also is organic coconut milk. And so this milk, what I do is my secret to keep it fresh is I just punch a little hole in it with a can opener, and then I use one of these little plastic containers that you buy at like a pet store. They're for cat food cans and dog food cans. But I find that when you seal it like this and put it in your fridge, it will last 3 or 4 days longer than if you didn't seal it. So this is how it gets started. So you have your friends come over. They take a little bit of the peaches. You take a little bit of the berries. This is why it's fun for kids. And then you can choose some of these options. So I'm going to try a little honey on this one. So you take a little bit of honey and you drizzle it on there. Almost looks like caramel. Okay. Then you can put a little chocolate in there. I love this chocolate because there's like 2 grams of sugar per serving, so it's a very healthy, sweet, naturally sweet without a lot of sugar flavor. There's a lot of fat in it from the coconut milk, which gives a lot of satiety, which means it gives you a more satisfying dessert. So you sprinkle that on there. And then you can top it off with either some, like I use Truwhip, or you can use coconut milk. So whatever your desired. So I'll try it with some of this whip in there. So just pour that on there, spread that in there. And then you just wrap it up like a little burrito. And this makes a really nice dessert bar. And so it just looks like something like this. And then you just put it in your mouth. Voila. Very delicious. Now, another option, if you're not into all this sugar, even though it's a healthier sugar, another simple dessert that I like to make is I just buy a papaya. So I get a papaya, we just slice it in half, You take out all the seeds, peel off the skin, chop it up, put it in a little container, something like this, and all you do is cut a line, squeeze the lemon juice on there, and voila, you have a nice healthy dessert for those who don't want to partake in that. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name's Angie Lustrick.